ऋषिकारुणिकस्तस्य प्रादादुभयमीश्वर धर्मस्य तत्त्वं ज्ञानं च मामप्युद्दिश्य निर्मलम् तत्तु कालस्य दीर्घत्वात् स्थित्वान् मातु स्थिरो दधे ऋषीणानुगृहीतं माम् नाधुनाप्यजहास्मृता भवतामपि भूयान्मे यदि श्रद्धा ददेव च वैश्वरादीति श्रद्धाता श्रीबालानां च मे यथा जन्माद्यशति मे भावा दृष्टादेहस्य नात्मना फलानामिव वृक्षस्य कालनेश्वरमूर्तिना आत्मा नित्यो गया शुद्धा एकक्षेत्रज्ञ आश्रया अभिक्रिया स्वदृग्हेतुः व्यापको संज्ञानावृता एते द्वादशभिर्विद्वान् आत्मनो लक्षणे परि अहं ममेत्य असद्भवम् देहदो मोहजं त्यजेत् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. On behalf of Aman Kshetra, I would like to welcome everyone to today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are very grateful to His Grace Radha Raman Prabhuji and Her Grace Radha Priya Mataji and their kids Richa Mataji and Raj Prabhuji for inviting us to glorify their Lordship, Shri Radha Shama Sundar and Shri Radha Desh Ashram. Currently we are discussing Prahlad Maharaj's instructions to his demonomic friends. Today we will be discussing Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, 7th chapter, shlok number 19 and 20. So before we start our program, let's start Radha Jaya Radha Madhav for the pleasure of our Lordship. Jaya Radha Madhav Kunja Vihari Gopi Chandra Vallabha Girivaradhari. Girivaradhari यमुना तीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जयो राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर श्री राधे जयो राधा माधव श्री राधे जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ की श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की श्री गौर निताय की श्री जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे कृष्णा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः Hare Krishna. So today we are discussing Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, 7th chapter, shlok number 19 and 20. So this verse is in continuity of Srila Prahlad Maharaj giving instructions to his demonic friends. So let's recite this verse. Please repeat after me. Atmanityo Avya Shuddha
Atmanityo Avya Shuddha
Ekashetragya Ashraya
Ekashetragya Ashraya
Avikriya Sevadhu Avikriya Sevadrikhetur
Avikriya Swadrikhetu
Vyapako Sange Anavritaha
Vyapako Sange Namrita
Ete Swadashabhir Vidwan
Ete Dvadasha Vidvan
Atmano Lakshane Pari
Atmano Lakshane Pari
Aham Mamate Asadbhavam
Ahamamrita Sadbhavam
Dehado Mohajam Taje.
Dehado Mohajam Taje.
So I would like to request two Prabhujis and two Matajis to please recite this verse.
Atmanityo Vyaya Shuddha
Atmanityo Vyaya Shuddha
Ekashetragya Ashraya
Ekashetragya Ashraya
Avikraya Swadrighetu
Avikriya Swadrikhetu
Vyapako Sangaya Navrita
Vyapako Sangyanamrita
Ete Dvadash Bhividvano
Ete Dvadasha Vidvan
Atmano Lakshane Pare
Atmano Lakshane Pare
Aham Mametya Sadbhavam
Ahammayetya Sadbhavam
Dehado Mohajam Taje
Dehado Mohajam Taje
Atmanityo Vyaya Shuddha
Atmanityo Vyaya Shuddha
Ekah Kshetragya Ashrayah
Ekashetragya Ashraya
Avikriyah Swadrighetu
Avikriya Swadrikhetu
Vyapako Sangya Navritah
Vyapako Sangyanamrita
Ete Dvadash Bhir Vidwan
Ete Dvadasha Vidvan
Atmano Lakshmanai Pare
Atmano Lakshane Pare
Aham Mametya Sadbhavam
Aham Mametya Sadbhavam
Dehadau Mohajam Taje
Dehado Mohajam Tyaje Atmanityo Vyaya Shuddha Atmanityo Vyaya Shuddha Ekashetragya Ashraya Ekashetragya Ashraya Avikriya Swadrighetu Avikriya Swadrighetu Vyapako Sangyanamrita Vyapako Sangyanamrita Ete Dvadasha Vidvan Ete Dvadasha Vidvan Atmano Lakshane Pare Atmano Lakshane Pare Aham Mametya Sadbhavam Aham Mametya Sadbhavam Dehado Mohajam Tyaje Dehado Mohajam Tyaje
Atmanityo Vyaya Shuddha
Atmanityo Vyaya Shuddha
Kshetragya Ashrayah
Ekashetragya Ashraya
Avikriyah Swadrighetu
Avikriya Swadrighetu
Vyapako Sangi Anavritah
Vyapako Sangyanamrita
Ete Dvadasha Vidvan
Ete Dvadasha Vidvan
Atmano Lakshane Pare
Atmano Lakshane Pare
Aham Mameti Asadbhavam
Aham Mametya Sadbhavam
Dehado Mohajam Taje
Dehado Mohajam Taje.
Thank you, Prabhujis and Matajis. Let's focus on the word by word meaning. Atma, the spirit soul, the part of Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Nitya, without birth or death.
Nitya, without birth or death.
Avyaya,
Avyaya,
with no possibility of dwindling.
with no possibility of dwindling.
Shuddha,
Shuddha,
without the material
without the material
contamination of
contamination of
attachment and detachment.
attachment and detachment.
Ekaha,
Ekaha,
individual.
individual.
Kshetriyagya,
Kshetrajna,
who knows
who knows
and
and
is therefore
is therefore
different from
different from
the material body.
the material body.
Ashraya,
Ashraya,
the original foundation.
original foundation.
Avikriya,
Avikriya,
not undergoing
not undergoing
changes like the body.
changes like the body.
Swadrik,
Swadrik,
self-illuminated.
self-illuminated.
Hetu,
Hetu,
the cause of all causes.
cause of all causes.
Vyapakaha,
Vyapakaha,
spreading throughout
spreading throughout
the body
the body
in the form
in the form
of consciousness.
consciousness.
Asangi,
Asangi,
not depending
not depending
on the body,
on the body,
free to
free to
transmigrate
transmigrate
from
from
one body to another.
one body to another.
Anavrita,
Anavrita,
not covered
not covered
by material
by material
contamination.
contamination.
Etaha,
Etaha,
by all these,
by all these,
Dwadashabhi,
Dvadashabi,
12,
12,
with one.
Vidwan,
A person
a person
who is not
who is not
foolish,
foolish,
but
but
fully aware of things
fully aware of things
as they are.
as they are.
Atmana,
Atmana,
of the spirit soul.
of the spirit soul.
Lakshana,
Lakshana,
symptoms.
symptoms.
Pari,
Pari,
transcendental.
transcendental.
Aham,
Aham,
I.
I.
I am not. I am this body.
I am this body.
Ma,
Mama,
mine.
mine.
Everything in relationship with body is mine.
Everything in relationship with the body is mine.
Iti,
Iti,
thus.
thus,
Asat bhavam,
asat bhavam,
a false conception of life.
a false conception of life.
Dehadu,
Dehadu,
identifying oneself with the
identifying oneself with the
material body
material body,
and then
and then
with one's wife,
one wife,
children,
children,
family,
family,
community,
community,
nation,
nation,
and so on.
and so on.
Mohajam,
Moja,
produced from illusory knowledge.
produced from illusory knowledge.
Swajet,
Jade,
must give up.
must give up.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. So let's do the translation. It's a bigger translation and a very big purport. I'll be little quick. Atma refers to the Supreme Lord. If you want to repeat because it's big. Let's finish. Let's please focus. Atma refers to the Supreme Lord or the living entities. Both of them are spiritual, free from birth and death, free from deterioration, and free from material contamination. They are individual, they are the knowers of the external body, and they are the foundation or shelter of everything. They are free from material change, they are self-eliminated, they are the causes of all causes, and they are all prevailing. They have nothing to do with the material body, and therefore they are always uncovered with these transcendental qualities. One who is actually learned must give up the illusory conception of life in which one thinks, I am this material body and everything in relationship with this material body is mine. Let's listen to the purport by Sri Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In Bhagavad Gita 15.7, Lord Krishna clearly says, Mama Vansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. All the living entities are part of me. Therefore, the living entities are qualitatively the same as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who is the leader? The Supreme among all the living entities. In Vedas, it is said, Nityo Nityanam, Chetanas Chetananam. The Lord is the chief individual living entity, the leader of the subordinate living entities. Because the living entities are parts or sample of God, their qualities are not different from those of the Supreme Lord. The living entities have the same qualities as the Lord. Just as a drop of sea water is composed of same chemicals as the great sea itself, thus there is oneness in quality, but but a difference in quantity. One can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead by understanding the sample, the living entity, because all qualities of God exist in a minute quantity in the living entities. There is oneness, but God is great, whereas the living entities are externally small. So, Anor Anayam Mahato Mahayam, Katha Upanishad 1.2.20. The living entities are smaller than the atom, but God is greater than the greatest. Our conception of greatness may be represented by the sky, because we think of the sky as being unlimitedly big, but the God is bigger than the sky. Similarly, we have the knowledge that living entities are smaller than atoms, but being 1/10,000 the size of the tip of the hair, yet the quality of being the supreme causes of all causes exist in the living entity, as well as in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indeed, it is due to the presence of the living entity that the body exists and bodily changes take place. Similarly, it is because the Supreme Lord is within the universe that within this universe that the changes dictated by the material laws occur. The word ekaha means individual is significant. As explained in Bhagavad Gita 9.4, Mata Shatini Sarva Bhutani Na Chaham Tvesh Avastita. Everything material and spiritual, including earth, water, air, fire, sky, and the living entities, exist on the platform of spirit soul. Although everything is emanation from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one should not think that Supreme Lord is dependent upon anything else. Both God and living entity are fully conscious. As living entities, we are conscious of our bodily exercise. Similarly, the Lord is conscious of the gigantic cosmic manifestation. This is confirmed in the Vedas. I just quickly read the English version of it. All these Vedic instructions prove that both the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the minute soul are individual. One is great and other is small. Both of them are the causes of all causes. The corporally limited and universally unlimited. So these are very important two words. We will discuss on it. So we should always remember that although we are equal to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in quality, we are never equal to Him in quantity. Persons with small fund of intelligence, finding themselves equal in the quality with God, foolishly think that they are equal in quantity also. Their intelligence is called Avishuddha Bhudaya, unpolished or contaminated intelligence. When such persons are endeavoring hard for many lives to understand the Supreme Cause, are finally in actual knowledge of Krishna, Vasudeva, they surrender unto Him. Vasudeva Sarvam iti sa mahamta sadurlabha. Thus they become great Mahatmas, perfect souls. If one is fortunate enough to understand his relationship with God, knowing that God is great, Vibhu, whereas living entity is small, Anu. He is perfect in knowledge. The individual exists in darkness when he thinks that he is the material body and that everything in relationship with the material body belongs to him. This is called Aham Mam Janasya Moho Ayam Aham Maimati. This is illusion. One must give up his illusory conception and thus become fully aware of everything. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this purport is well explanatory. So let's do the Mangalacharan quickly. Om Adhyantimiradasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Mulitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadameham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shirayuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sadhana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhuvekam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sadhana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Kaptanachana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone once again for joining this today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Let's do a small recap. We are doing this chapter because Prahlad Maharaj has got this, that Divya Gyan, or we call it, like wonderful knowledge in his mother's womb when she was getting kidnapped by Indra, Lord Indra, but Narad Muni saved her and take her to his ashram. So very practical point here. Like when you go to a sant's place or sant ashram, what you will hear whole day? Hari Katha. And the same thing, if you go to some demon place or a material world, you will sing some everything but no Hari Katha. So that is a very important point that Narad Muni has taken her in shelter. And Narad Muni every day talking about Krishna, every day talking about Lord Vishnu, and so many things which was related to the service and how we should live our life and how we should devote our life towards Krishna's service is there. And Shri Krishna is, this goes on, and Prahlad Maharaj was telling this story or giving instructions to his friends. But there is a very important learning here. That is that Mother Kayadu, she was also listening everything. But Prabhuji 2 weeks back when Prabhuji had told us about it, that Mother Kayadu, because she has a responsibility towards her husband, towards thinking about her husband or worrying about her husband, she got the knowledge. But Prahlad Maharaj kept this knowledge within their heart. And if we take the practical learning from it, if we go away from the association of devotees, and if we are not practicing this Bhakti Yoga or this Krishna conscious, we will also forget. So Prabhuji and Mataji, this is, every story in Bhagavatam, every pastime in Bhagavatam is a practical application towards our life. So just make a note of it, that we have to stay in association of devotees to remember Krishna, to remember what we are and where we belong. So same thing follows, and there is one important lesson. Do you ever think why Prahlad Maharaj only told his secret instructions to his friends? There is also a very important learning there. Why he told? So Krishna said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, do not tell my teachings of Bhagavad Dharam, that is also Bhagavad Gita, to non-believers. Prahlad Maharaj also followed the same instructions because he's a Mahabhagavat. He is like, his spiritual master is so pure that whatever the instructions he got, he's taken to his heart and he's following it. The same way Prahlad Maharaj, when his father asked, from where you got this knowledge? Prahlad Maharaj didn't tell anything. He said, I don't know, I just have it. And when also the Sanda and Amark, their Prahlad Maharaj, Gurukul teachers, asked the same thing, Prahlad Maharaj didn't tell anything. He said, I just know. He didn't tell the same pure reason. But when his friends asked, Prahlad Maharaj said, I got this knowledge when I was in my mother's womb, and Narad Muni gave me this knowledge. Why? There is a reason behind it. Because those kids, at the age of very 5, they are very pure. They don't have any doshas like envy, lust, pride, greed. They are very pure. So Srila Prabhupada trying to explain, and we are trying to understand why Gurukul was so important at that time. That was the reason. That we should have this knowledge from very childhood. Now if I tell you we are not, we are not this body, we are soul. We keep on saying ourselves, but you are not following it. We need to follow it from the childhood. So these young kids, you are here, you should take this lesson that we are not this body, we are soul. And then we will follow this, this very beautiful relationship what we have with Super Soul. So let's go back to the shloka. And the shloka has a lot of very good. Srila Prabhupada has done, very beautifully has explained some of the qualities of Atma and the 12 elements. So let's take one by one. The Nitya, the soul will never take birth or never get death. So that is very important. And soul is very pure, Shuddha, without the material contamination of attachment and detachment. This is second point, very important. And Srila Prabhupada also explained about Chetanas and Chetananam. Chetananam is Lord Krishna. That Lord Krishna is providing Chetana or spark to everyone in the form of soul. And here in this shloka, it is very well said that we are same like our Lord, but we in quality, not in quantity. Why it says that? Because Atma is Sat Chit Anand. Like we are like the same, but when we come into this material nature, we get contaminated. So, and Chetananam is why it's very important, because he is the source of all our wishes. We are asking for so many things. That's why Krishna has created this material world and so many other worlds. And people don't understand this when we talk to someone and say, because of your wishes, our wishes, we are here. Krishna never wants us to go live away from us or separated from us. But like we have so many wishes to fulfill, we are taking birth in this material life and going through this 4.5 million species. So think another thing, and they are giving one more example here about Srila Prabhupada. If you go to purport, there is a line that we only think that our conception of greatness may be presented by the sky, and we think sky has been unlimitedly big. Same thing our scientists keep on doing. They say that, our earth has all this, all these properties where body can survive. But we have to think on the soul level. So in the soul level, you don't need these material things like air, water, fire, because Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter that Nanam Chedanti Shastrani, Nanam Chedanti Bhavaka, that Atma will live, Atma cannot be cut, Atma cannot be burned by fire, Atma can never be drowned. So that means Atma can live anywhere. And Srila Prabhupada gives an example of a frog scientist. The frog scientist only thinks of this well, and he thinks that is my life, that is where everything belongs. And he never thinks out of that well. So that is very important way of telling that my knowledge is just limited. But it's not like that. When you look at things through the Shastra's eyes, there are so many things we learn about. Then there is so many, every planetary system, as per our Bhagavatam, have a living soul. So first thing, there our material science is totally, Srila Prabhupada has declared is invalid. And that is the reason Srila Prabhupada in the translation said, if you see a word where Srila Prabhupada said, the word where Srila Prabhupada said, the foolish person, only the foolish person will not understand. But Today's world, Prabhuji and Mataji, everybody is foolish. Because we have attachment to our body. We have attachment to the matter. We have attachment to with my phone, my car, my laptop, everything mine. And then we take it to a Chetna level. My son, my wife, my kids, my relatives. So every day keep on living our life, we living like a foolish person. Why we are living like a foolish person? That we think that what will happen, I'm going on road, my car gets scratched. What will happen if my money gets stolen? What will happen? My kid get hurt. What will happen? This will happen. So Krishna said very clearly in second chapter also, here Prahlad Maharaj is also explaining that we are not body, we are soul. So then people will talk about, the Mayavad. Srila Prabhupada always use a term Mayavadis. And we use the term, in English we call it materialistic. So materialistic people, what they think is another thing. Like Srila Prabhupada is clearly explaining that about Chetana and Chetananam. But here, as we talk about how we understand it a little more, let's take an example, a practical example. An ant bites you. You feel the pain in your body. Why you feel a pain in your body? Because you have that spark or Chetana in your body. For example, that Chetana, the spirit soul left this body, you won't feel the pain. Secondly, this whole universe, Srila Prabhupada explained in this purport, the whole universe is running by Paramatma under the influence of nature. That's why the Lord Vishnu or Paramatma, it's dictating the weather to change. We get 4 weathers, we get different, calamities, the natural calamities. It all happening with the material Mother Nature, but who is controlling it? Paramatma. And then, if you need to understand how big Paramatma is, the whole universe creation is done by Garudshai Vishnu. And who is running it? It's soul. Garudshai Vishnu soul has this whole universe created. And then if you want to see how big is our Lord Krishna is, the whole universes of creation is done by Karnodishai Vishnu. Karnodishai Vishnu's soul is powering it. So we are just little. So we are this little. Like ant bites us, we said, oh my God, what has happened? Think Paramatma who is managing everybody's life in this world. Not in this world, in this universe. And then Srila Prabhupada, why Srila Prabhupada focused on this topic alone in the purport, after we discussing about sky, after we discussed about the changes, and then he is focused and he used the word called individual. Individual is very significant. Why it's significant is that we know we are like Krishna, but we can't be same like Krishna. Srila Prabhupada want to focus us on that, the duplicity of human mind, that we always think that we are good in quality and also in quantity. We can never be same in quantity. Because Krishna can do and Krishna can be in everybody's heart, but we can't be. We are sitting here and we can only think what I want to think, but we cannot be like, I can't think what Sundar Gopal Prabhu is thinking. I can't think what Atul Gopal Prabhu is thinking, because my thinking is very limited. But Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, I am everywhere. I know what I am the doer inside your body. So Mayavadis, and there is very good story which comes to my mind is, Mayavadi says, or the materialistic people say that every river goes into sea and just stays there. That means that every soul get into a super soul or pure Brahman and just stays there. But it is not, it is. Krishna says, then let's take an example of a river. That river is flowing and water becoming a sea. But have you ever think what happened to the lifespans what river has and it getting merged into the sea lifespan? Then how we call it that, okay, there is nothing. There is lifespans there and there is lifespans here. And they are merging together. It's not like it merging to becoming one. They stay all together. And there is very good practical example. There were 2 ants sitting outside the halwai shop. And on that fine day, the halwai is cooking rabdi. So when you know how the rabdi is prepared, there is a big big kadai and they keep on churning the milk. And these two ants were discussing, I want to taste this nectar, this sweet rabadi. And second ant said, no, let's take it to another level. Let's go inside it and take the whole thing. So first ant would say, nah, I am sitting here, I'm just enjoying the nectar, whatever is drop coming out of that serving, that scratching thing, I will eat that. Second one got very excited. No. That is how our material nature forces us to do things, because he's in the mode of nature. He went into Tamogun. And there is another guy who was saying, no, I am enjoying a Satagun, sitting on the side, I will take a nectar and enjoy the rabadi. He said, no, I'm going in. As he jumped in, that halwai just made, and he died. So that is the state of Mayavadis, the who thinks that we become one self with the Supreme. It's never gonna happen. So these are the interesting things Srila Prabhupada keep on focusing on. Srila Prabhupada said, we are always a das. We think Krishna is the provider. Krishna is our chief maintainer. Krishna is everything. So then Krishna, Prabhupada talks about that full conscious, and Sri Krishna talk about, we cannot create. See, the thing is, soul and matter. We talk about two very different things: spirit, soul, and matter. Matter is non-living. That's this table. Table is today is here. Tomorrow it becomes weak, and then we throw it. Same thing. Our body has a soul, which do all the work and reproduce, but this table can't. So some people think that we are not like living things. Living things are there because of a Chetana. We need to understand why Chetana is very important and who is the driving force behind it. Like two parrots sitting, Srila Prabhupada gives this analogy so many times, that two parrots sitting on a tree, one is the soul and another one is the super soul, who is always talking to each other, and we as a soul never listens to the Paramatma till the day of reckoning comes. So when the day of reckonings come is, then we see something, some bad thing happen in our life, then we start cursing Krishna or Lord. Not we, like in general, everyone. Then say, hey Bhagwan, mere saath hi kyun aisa hoga? But we don't ever understand that there is something involved, that we have done something somewhere, that we have created the reaction of it. So these are the things which we need to understand. And then Srila Prabhupada, and also I was listening to one of his very good lecture, where Srila Prabhupada has also talked about that we already explained, the Dr. Frog. Dr. Frog is the one way Srila Prabhupada used very hard words about that Dr. Frog, that there cannot be Atlantic Ocean. That Dr. Frog said. Why? Because his thinking is so limited. Dr. Frog is us. Like we think that this sky, that is the universe. That's it. That is the world we are seeing. But there is behind it. So, and one more thing this shloka represents is the Swarlad Maharaj. Whatever he is saying, he is an authority. We need to understand why he is authority. Because he is a disciple of Narad Muni, who is a very pure, perfect soul, and taken shelter by Lord Vishnu. So these are the things which we need to understand, that what is our position. And this in Bhagavad Gita 13.3, Krishna has said, I am also Kshetrajana, knower of the body, but I know everyone's body. That way it's saying that is the difference between Krishna, Paramatma, and individual soul. That I am strong. I am the one who's giving you power. I am the one who's giving you everything. Then we goes back to our friends and family. We talk about this. They will never say, "Nah, मैंने किया. I am the doer. मैंने आज $1 million की property यहाँ ली, मैंने कल वहाँ लिया." You go to any material talking, like in office, they only talk about this. Where is that property? Okay, that is the property. This is what? This is this. But we need to understand, if Krishna is not giving you energy, you can't wake up another day. there is a हिंदी में हम लोग बोलते हैं कि हम सोते तो अपनी मर्जी से हैं पर हम उठते भगवान की मर्जी से हैं। भगवान ना चाहें तो हम ना उठें। तो दिस इज प्रभु जी एंड माता जी, हमें हर रोज अपने आप को वी हैव टू से everything every day this thing to we feel gratitude for Krishna, that thank you Krishna, we are going to sleep now, please make sure if you know we wake up tomorrow, we see another day, and so we see always say thank you for Krishna for everything what you have given us, everything you did for us. But do we say thank you Krishna for making our day so good? Or thank you Krishna, whatever the problems came today, I remembered you because of that. Let's talk about devotees, us. We are also like we are reading every day. We talk about this every day. Don't get attached. Don't get attachment, this attachment and that attachment. But when we are doing a service, we very easily get attached to it. For example, I got a service to do mic setting, and I'm setting mic for every program, and somebody else is setting it up. I will find out so many mistakes. No, Prabhuji, you did this wrong, you have to do this wrong and this way. But see, it's just a service we are doing for Krishna, but he has done, we could have said it in a better way, like Prabhuji, yeah, you did everything perfectly, why don't you fix XYZ? That's it. Same way, why don't we take a service? For example, I got the service to clean toilets in Radha Gopinath. If I want to give that service to someone else, first of all, nobody wants to take that service. Everybody wants to have a mic and everybody wants to do the good things. But that is also Krishna service. Because we have such an attachment towards so many little things. Even in our spiritual life, nah, I don't want to do that. Kaun toilet clean karega? But Mahaprabhu has done so many new services. Mahaprabhu inspired so many people to do so much. Then we feel afraid. No. And there is, see, these things, how it will go away. I tell you a very good example, like, how much we are attached. There were two villagers, like me and Sundar Gopal living in one village. And I have a very good water system, a rainwater system, gutter, which is going in Sundar Gopal Prabhu's house. Whenever rain comes, the whole water goes to his house. And one fine day, what happened? The floor got damaged. And Sundar Gopal Prabhu got very angry. And he went to the panchayat and said, what is this nonsense going on? Whenever the rain happens, this guy says, leave this guy's gutter water goes into mine and my floor is damaged now. Who will pay for this? Then I went there with Sundar Gopal to the whole panchayat, and then I listened to everything, and I said very politely, Prabhu ji, आपने जो करवाना करवा लो, पर गटर का पानी तो वहीं बहेगा. That is our mentality. That whatever everybody says, we will say, I am this body. This is my phone. This is my car. This is my wife. We are so much attached. So every day, we need to say ourselves that we are not this body, we are soul. And one more example you take. I leave my phone here. Let's see the, matter and spirit soul. This is non-living thing. I left my phone here and I started walking. Does this phone call me from there? Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you forgot your phone. Please take me with you. No. That is Prabhu, we need to understand what is important, what is not important. How much importance you're going to give to your material things and how much importance we should give to our spiritual service or the spiritual things. And this shloka, there is a very important word Prahlad Maharaj has used called tvajet. Tvajet means must. Must means must, like हम ऐसे बोलते हैं ना can and will, but why Prahlad Maharaj said tvajet, that we must do it. Like there is no other option, no other option. My Shiksha Guru used to say, ignorance has no excuse. Like if you say you are ignorant, how many times you say ignorance? How many times you say, हाँ जी प्रभु जी कर लेंगे, हाँ जी माला आज कल कर लेंगे, हाँ जी परसों कर लेंगे. But that kal will never come. So there is काल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, कल में परलय होएगी, कार्य करेगा काम. So that is very important, that somebody goes to, and there is one more thing. temple services. Most toughest service, if you want to know where you stand, let's go for a book distribution. Then you will realize that where we stand. Then you keep 2 books in your pocket, you go out and say Prabhuji or Mataji to unknown person and say, Prabhuji, can you take this book? Okay, Mataji, can you take this book? And you get wonderful responses. I did so many times. When I was a kid, 17, 16, 17, 18-year-old, I used to do book distribution along with in Rath Yatras. When Rath Yatra goes, we go and carry big books and go. And then we have to even memorize the back of the book and what this book all about, what they are talking about, what are its features, what are the properties. Then you will tell someone, Prabhuji, Mataji, this is the book, why don't you buy it? It's telling about Krishna, Krishna is the supreme. And then there is a book called Coming Back, it talks about reincarnation, and there's so many things. I think if we want to leave that attachment to our body, I request everyone, let's go for books distribution. Let's do Harinam in an unknown place where we don't know anybody. And we start singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then we will see where we stand. Book distribution is very powerful tool which Srila Prabhupada has given us. That to really kick our ego and shown us, okay, let's go. And Srila Prabhupada, I remember one past time when my Guru Maharaj only goes to Srila Prabhupada when he translates any books. He never goes empty-handed. Because whenever he goes empty-handed, Srila Prabhupada, what you did today? Did you translate any book? What is the new number? How many books you printed? How many books you distributed? That's so. Hindi में बोला जाता है हमारे इस कॉन में there is a term called प्रचार ही सार है. That preaching is everything. So why is that? Because when you do preaching, you're killing your habits. You're killing your own, ego, greed, lust. Because you have to do it for. In the end, I just want to say one small request. That yes, we have all this, kamiyan, we have all these shortcomings. But how we can correct them? We take the shelter of Guru, Shastra and Sadhu. We should pray to Guru, Srila Prabhupada, or if you have a spiritual master, to spiritual master. If you don't have a spiritual master, pray to Srila Prabhupada, because Srila Prabhupada is Jagat Guru. So you can pray to him every day, every night. Please make us Vairagi. That's why, only our spiritual master and service toward our spiritual master will take us to Godhead. Nothing else. So let's pray to our Srila Prabhupada and our Guru. Please make us Vairagi. Let's say, please make us, hey Gurudev, please make us Vairagi. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Dhamraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Mastu Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Very nice class, Prabhu.
Nice class, Prabhuji.